There have been many instances in my life where I look at a social media influencer's page and I think to myself, well, why doesn't my life look like this? This is because social media influencers portray their lives in a very unrealistic way. They may edit their bodies, they may edit their pictures, they may only show the perfect parts of their life, making it seem like they're better than the rest of us. An influencer could have 8 kids and still only show the good parts in their life and not show their struggles or the bad parts in their life. Mental health problems are issues caused by social media content that can be solved by limiting the usage of social media apps. This helps guide me into my first point, which is mental health problems. Mental health problems are a major part of today's society, and millions of people struggle with them, more specifically teens and young adults. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or the CDC, in 2021, 4 in 10 students felt persistently sad or hopeless, and 1/3 of students struggled with mental health issues. This just shows how much of an impact social media has on people and their mental health. There was one time where I was in class and I noticed a classmate scrolling through Instagram, more specifically an influencer's Instagram. They were scrolling and scrolling, and then they ended up going back to their own Instagram page and deleting 2 of their pictures. This is super saddening to see that they were comparing themselves to someone who portrays their life in a super unrealistic way, to the point where they deleted 2 of their pictures that may have made them happy in the past. There are 2 causes for mental health issues with social media. 1, social media influencers and how caught up we get with their lives. And 2, the time we spend on social media apps. So to start off with the social media influencers and how caught up we are with their lives, according to Tech Report, 90% of students ages 13 to 17 have a social media account. This just shows how many people have an account within the teen stage of life. This can be very scary considering that they have complete access to these Instagram or TikTok pages where they only show the good parts of their life. This just calls for comparisons on comparisons, looking at their body, comparing them to our body. It is just truly scary what social media can do to a person's mental health. Next is the time we spend on social media. According to Gallup, for 13-year-olds, they spend 4.1 hours on average per day on a social media app. For 17-year-olds, on average, they spend 5.8 hours per day on a social media app. The time spent on social media needs to decrease greatly because it just leads to bad things. It leads to mental health issues, it leads to comparing. And by limiting this usage on social media apps, it can increase greatly. So that is the solution. Limit your time on social media apps. According to a neuroscience article, a simple intervention limiting daily social media usage can significantly enhance mental health of young adults. It is so important to limit your usage on social media so that you can actually focus on your own life and stop getting so caught up in everyone else's life. There's an app called Be Real, and you are supposed to take a picture right when the time comes out, but people still fake it, and people are so caught up in what other people are doing with their lives, they forget about their own lives. For me, I noticed that I was spending way too much time on social media, and I noticed that it was affecting the way that I acted. I was getting so caught up in social media influencers that I forgot about my own life. So I encourage you all to limit your time on social media by setting a timer or put it in your settings to stop you from using these social media apps at a certain point of time. For me, I put it in my settings. I say, I want to set 1 hour on social media apps. When that hour is up, I get a notification and I hop off the app. This then gives me the opportunity to have face-to-face conversations, talk to my family, talk to my friends, do homework, read, things that are so much more important than sticking on social media apps for another 3 hours. It has benefited me so greatly. My mental health has gone up, I'm happier, and I'm having those face-to-face conversations that are so greatly important. I know that it'll benefit you as well if you limit this time. Mental health issues are caused by social media content, but by limiting your time on social media, it can help your mental health grow so much and help you become a better person.